Hey guys, here with DK at Cielo. Fun to say. It's fun to say. We were talking about some dry needling. So he had a little bit of elbow stuff going on, golfer's elbow, tennis elbow. That stuff seems to be prevalent in anyone who's relatively active. Getting up there in the years, we're not making judgments here. Got a few gray hairs in the beard there. But yeah, so really simple assessment. Concept we're talking about here is if tissue, so the tendons in here are tender to pressure, so I'm applying a little bit of pressure there. What number is that? He's squirming a bit. If they're tender to pressure, that's a sign of unhealthy tissue. We want clean, healthy tissue. So what number is that on the outside of the elbow here? 0 to 10?
3.
3? That's a face. That's a heck of a face for a 3. But all right, we'll say 3. And then maybe 4. Let's say 4. On the inside of the elbow, how's that tenderness? Ooh, you got more of a face.
It's 5, 6.
5, 6. Okay, so maybe we'll spend a little time there. I'm not going to do too much digging into the bicep right now or the bicep tendon, but those are other hot spots that we go to. When you got wrist stuff going on too, we can play with that. But because the hot spot was more on the inside of the elbow, I'm just going to do 3 needles for the sake of this video, for the sake of trying this out. Also, the first time DK has had needles in him, we just put a few in his behind because he's got some other stuff going on there. But let's find where that tendon is, kind of right in there. Yep. And so the dry needling, the difference between dry needling and acupuncture is acupuncture plays off of meridians, right? So we got 1 needle in there. It's very hard to see on the thing. You can see the little guy right there. All right, we're going to just do 3 and talk a little bit about acupuncture. And if you have questions as we go, kiddo playing in the background there. I like to go along the muscle of the chain. So dry needling to me goes a little bit more into where is the tendon, where are the structures that are a little unhappy, and we're trying to clean that up. Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm asking you. They can't talk back. I mean, they can comment, leave a rating, review, like, subscribe. And then I'm going to go actually above the elbow a little bit because that can get a little bit more hot spotty there. We got the kiddo playing in the background there, and that's all right. Is he all right to be on camera there? Let's show off the kiddo. Ooh, he's having fun. But yeah, we got 3 needles in. All we're going to do, and back in the day, a lot of dry needling folks would kind of stab to create a twitch response, and we don't necessarily need that. I'm not a big fan of that. Stabbing, you can see that's not, we changed the face a little there. He wasn't liking that one, but yeah, what we do is a little twist, which also can create a little bit of response. I like the twist bit here, and I'd love to have conversations if you guys have had dry needling, what works better. The science is not clear, I'm not going to lie. But I try to use the best evidence-based approach we can. Having a conversation with DK, we did a little pre-test, we poked. We're going to do a little post-test when we're done. So again, for the sake of this video, we're going to cut it off here. I'd normally go about 10 minutes. We can add in electricity, all sorts of fun stuff. We're going to be safe and biohazard these as we remove them. How they feeling?
Pretty tender.
A little tender, yeah. He's got some stuff going on in there for sure. Again, I don't want him to be too sore. So if we had that conversation and we left it in there a bit longer, I might go, especially, and this is probably a little chronic, meaning it's been going on for a while, I might do more lengthy and more of the electricity at a lower level so that we can really just let that brain, nervous system calm all that down. So, and just in general, I'm going to try to be poking the same amount. Again, that's not very scientific, but I don't expect it to be miraculously from a 5 and a squirm down to nothing, but poking around. I mean, it feels a little bit looser. He's squirming a lot less to whatever science we can say that. And again, if I stab you with a needle and you learn to calm down into it and breathe into it, that was only about 3 minutes. It's going to calm some stuff down, nervous system wise. So how do we put that into place? The other bit is we're going to have DK come on the side of the table here. Make sure the folks can see it. Just go into a few, just elbow bends, see how that feels. We're going to give you a little 1.5 pound or kilo, going heavy. See how that feels. Go into, a little bit of rotational, supination, pronation. How's that feeling? And again, we didn't really pre-test all of this, so I just want to, get a sense if something's jumping out. I don't expect it to heal 100%, but just so we get a little bit of conversation going with this stuff.
Definitely feels looser.
Yeah.
Things are moving more properly.
Right. And the analogy I use here, guys, is if you have some wrinkles on the shirt, right, and some bunches up, whatever happened to laundry or got snagged, those wrinkles are going to limit what he can do with his shoulders, right? So if he goes to lift his arm, this is limiting that. So if we can loosen up those wrinkles, that's kind of the goal here. That's the conversation. That's the long-term fix where we're looking at what's the root cause. Can we now go and do some push-ups? I'm not going to have him do all that right now, but that's the conversation. Hope this was helpful. Hope this felt better. We're starting to move in the right direction, I think. And yeah, other than that, shoot your questions down low. If you want to try this out, you're in the Denver, Boulder area, hit me up. We'll talk soon. CF Cielo. Cielo. It's fun to say.